Welcome back. When thinking about pillars of a healthy relationship, our next guest says that finances cannot be overlooked. Joining us now is Talk Money to Me author Jason Tartick. You may also know him from the Bachelorette. I agree with you. The only way to see if your partner is a match is really to talk about money, Jason. And that's a great title, Talk Money to Me. How do you start that conversation, and how early should one start it?
So it has to be customized, right? But I think the biggest thing is actually having the conversation. I always like to say, we think money, like if I asked you right now, what do you make or what's your credit score? Most people will freeze up. It gives them like a little bit of the ick. But if I said something like, you know, what is something that you might overspend on, and unless you go completely broke, you're going to keep spending on it?
Right.
You just smiled
I
right
smiled.
there,
I
right?
started laughing.
Or you win, right now, I give you $50,000. You got to spend it in 24 hours.
Oh, well,
How are you gonna
I
spend
mean,
it?
I'm not going to confess that on national
She's
television.
not flying, I'll
She's
tell you
a
that
good
much.
saver. She'll invest it.
She'll invest it. But I think the point is, in those questions, you can have fun with money. It doesn't have to be these hard-hitting questions.
That's
and we know we weren't taught money in school, and we certainly weren't taught how to talk about it.
So further down the relationship line, joint or separate bank accounts?
My take, all the statistics based on this book are with married and cohabitating couples.
Okay.
And we know they are struggling in deep ways when it comes to money. My take on it, again, has to be customized, but I like one joint account, contributing amount that makes sense. Based on your income, you can pro rata that amount, and then having your own individual accounts. That was what I would say would be the best, but it's circumstantial for sure.
All right, I'm in the minority here.
Okay.
I'm 100%. It's all one account. That's it. From the beginning, we've had one thing. Everybody puts everything into it. Everybody
sweet.
takes. Now, unless my wife's holding out on me, I don't know. But I don't think she is. But to me, that's like the ultimate act of trust. Like, we're going to do everything together, just like all of our relationship. How am I wrong? Am I wrong there?
So honestly, you might be able to write this book, because that is as healthy as it gets, but that also takes unbelievable transparency and communication, so that when and if you or her make a purchase or do something, there isn't that weaponizing blame or shame with the purchase. There's an understanding of what's a priority and being okay with it. So if you have the ability to do it, it's amazing, because we know that married and cohabitating relationships, one partner is committing something called financial infidelity 43% of the time. When everything is joint, everything's on the table, that becomes pretty hard to do.
And that secrets kill relationships, no matter what form they are, any kind of infidelity. I'm going to change gears with you for a moment, because my understanding is that you have some dogs.
Yes.
I also have a dog.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're all animal people here. Taylor has a cat. But having said that, there was this story about how there should be time off from work for pet bereavement. Now, I love my animals like they are human beings, and so I can identify with that. A lot of people say it's total nonsense. Some people say yes for dogs, not for cats. I'm not sure if we have that soundbite.
I have no problem if you don't want to grant pet bereavement, fine. But don't you come claiming your kid. If it's kids and humans, same treatment. If anything, give the dogs better treatment, more days off. But as long as they're equal, I won't complain. If it's 0 for humans, 0 for dogs. A week for dogs, week for humans, minimum. Goldfish, no. And to be honest, cats, no. Only dogs. Is your goldfish going to swim to you if you call it? Probably not.
Well, you've got
Is
all
it
these-
evil like a cat? Cats are evil? Probably not.
Wow, he took that really far. Your reaction?
My reaction, honestly, in a lot of ways, I agree with Dave. Listen, we know since the pandemic, 62% of Americans own a pet. And we are getting married later. We're having kids later. We are developing relations with these pets at next level. So I think, I think it makes sense. And here's this. Let's look at the genius, Google. They've been doing this since 1990. They have had pet bereavement for their employees. Pets have been able to come to the office since 1990. If you put the employee first and they're engaged, we know they're going to perform well. But the biggest thing I'll quickly say, one thing I learned through a breakup is that although we love and adore these animals, they still, according to law, are assets. They're assets.
Nice. So hold on to
protect
one.
you.
You gotta
There we
protect
go.
yourself. Robin and Pino, both rescues too. They're the best.
Having custody
So sweet.
issues with dogs, I imagine, would be difficult.
There are a lot of attorneys out there making their entire career on
yeah.
dog custody battles.
He's a finance whisperer, and he might also be a dog whisperer based on what I can see from those pictures. Jason, so good to have you with us.
Thank you so much
being
for
here
having
today.
me.
I mean, my whole takeaway was I can't ask the credit score on the first date.
Oh,
What? You don't date.
can't?
You're married.
fire
You're
away.
good.
Let's get started here.